Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Landscaping to the Point, where we get straight to the point. I am your host, Scott. We have JC, Mr. I Love Tortas, because he loves tortanadas and all that other fun stuff. And we have Mr. Good Time down below, Josh. He's finally back. He fixed his internet. Thanks, guys, for all making sure that you donated and made sure that he could definitely get back on here. I know we talked a lot about him the last couple of weeks. If he hasn't listened to it, I know he'll go back and he'll turn around and just chew us out for it. But welcome back, Josh. Welcome back. So what's going on, guys? I know we missed last week. I was in Florida, so I had to get away from here and visit some sunshine because it is the end of 2025 to me. That's what I'm saying. It's just the end to me. I'm done with this year. I don't know about you guys. What? Talk to me. I'm we know. I know there's lots of stuff going on. Josh, how's your business going this year? I mean, has it been the way you wanted it to go this year?
No, but it could be worse. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The last 5 months have been brutal. I've been kind of engaged in other activities outside of business the past couple months, so I haven't been full time in that. But there was I'll tell you what, we accomplished a lot without a lot of stress.
Right.
In the last 2 to 3 months. I'm very proud of how things went down. I'm very proud of how I handled a lot of stuff. My guys handled it. We when I tell you we scale back on the snow, man, we fucking scale back on the snow. I think we've had 2 or 3 working events. I've been out on one. That goes to show you how much I scale back. I've never missed an event, even a dusting. But no, it hasn't gone how I wanted to. But we've intentionally scaled back on both ends, and right now we're in the planning process for next spring. So
That's good. That's good. So scaling back, have you seen anything change, or is it a positive change? Is it a negative change? Is there things that you still need to work on, or
a little bit of everything.
okay?
Obviously negative change is you scale back to what we want. We obviously cut funds in half, and that
Right.
sucked because the bills are still there. So you have to be very precise and calculated as to where you put your money and how you spend it, and things come up. But it's exciting change. We're kind of going with what the economy's showing right now, which is really confusing to try to read the economy right now. You don't know if
Right.
people are spending or not, what they're gonna do. But we're gonna I'm pushing to try to get through that material yard next year, and kind of grow a little bit more strategic. Coming out of the gate, we were starting to blow up in 2018 really big, and then obviously, like most guys, 2020 hit, and I think the cool down has been going on for the past couple of years, and that's what we're seeing now, where it's not necessarily like a drop in the economy. I think everybody's just so used to what was going on during COVID, and things were so fucking elevated, and people were spending money, and the government was giving money out. People wouldn't have to go to work, and they were getting $800 and they could spend it. That's all gone. So now you're back to that reality. We talked about it before, pre-COVID, and it's really starting to hit. And you really have to dial in as to what you want as a business and a business owner. And for me, I want to keep on my values and my goals of work life quality. Uh, I want guys that work for me to be able to enjoy what I preach, and also be a practice what I preach. I want guys to be
Right.
able to have a living wage and enjoy life with their family, and be happy to have to come to work. And when we're just selling work to survive and running around, you kind of get lost in that mumbo jumbo. Shut up. Dog wants to keep barking. And
He's talking to himself.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so we'll see. I mean, it's interesting. It's not a negative in the sense that we're closing doors at all. It was just I more or less wanted to restructure things. Things were starting to get a little messy, and we were a little all over the place, and we wanted to scale back, cut things back, cut expenses back, and kind of just build up again real quick. So we're still doing volume. That hasn't changed. But as far as snow, I needed a little bit of a break too. The past
Right.
6-7 years have been literal nonstop. And when I mean nonstop, I mean like an inch storm, 3-inch storm. I was out for a few days, and that's no exaggeration. That's me sleeping in a truck and running with it. So
Yeah.
I need to take care of myself a little bit this winter, and
Yeah.
try to catch up with things.
Yeah, I think it's always good to scale back, because then it kind of gets you kind of accompanied with what you want to go and your goals, and make sure that you're doing it the right way sometimes. But I think with you scaling back, it kind of gets you back into where you're more focused on what you want to get to and gaining on, and making sure everything's done right and dialed in perfect. Like you said, you're dialing in, just wants to be just right. And I think that's one of the good things about kind of backtracking sometimes and saying, okay, I'm going to, scale down, but I'm going to actually dial in my business, in this time frame. And I think that's a good thing for you, because now you can just say, okay, well, I know we need this much of salt, so we're going to only get this much of salt, so it kind of
Exactly.
it gets you more of saying, oh, I got 50 tons, but I only need 20 for this year. But this, it gets you to where, like, hey, I only need 20. That's all I need to buy. Like, why do I need to buy 50? I know I'm going to get by through this year that way, so that's a good thing. So
There's been so much manipulation. Well, personally, I think, and this is a factor in it. I think there's been so much manipulation to like the market in general with like cost of materials, and then we went through the excuse of things are high because of COVID. Things aren't the quality's down because of COVID, and now it's like the tariffs are here, and it's like I'm not fucking stupid. It's like you're gonna tell me that a fucking engine on a lawnmower went up 70% because the president announced tariffs were going up 2 weeks ago. It doesn't work like that. So your fucking inventory that's in there all of a sudden goes up too. So I think there's a lot of market manipulation of what things cost, and when we were scaling back and going through the numbers, to see like a lot of shit was up 60-70 fucking percent. It's crazy. Like shopping insurance this year, man, ridiculous. I don't know how many guys that actually have snow operations on their policy. I don't mean like a liability policy, but I mean like that snow operations endorsement. Dude, we try adding 2 nursing homes, and just the nursing homes alone were like a $70,000 additional out of pocket cost. $70,000. The accounts weren't even that combined, and I sent
Right.
in, I sent in the finalized contract, and unfortunately, I gave one away, but I had to drop the other.
Right.
It was ridiculous. So,
Yeah.
Scaling it back just to see. I mean, I think I was going through a little bit of burnout too, which is so much on my plate. So dialing in and getting back where I wanted to be, where I'm not necessarily there every single day. I'm growing it. I get my mechanics in line to be able to do what they got to do there, and seek the work that we want.
That's the perfect thing. I think that's the perfect thing. Brightstone's on Instagram. Brightstone, he's mad at me because I went all the way to Florida and I didn't visit him. I'm sorry, Brightstone, but he's got a joke for us, because he always got a joke for us. He said, "What's the best thing to put in your Christmas cookie?" I know what Josh would think, but we're not going to go with what Josh wants to say.
What was the question again?
What's the best thing to put in your Christmas cookie?
I need like 2 minutes to figure this one out.
Okay, we can come back to it. We'll give it 2 minutes. You really think about what you want to put in your Christmas cookie, and what's the best thing to put in your Christmas cookie. It really makes you think. So we got a couple of days before Christmas. So to me, like I said, this is called 2025, the end. So I'm just kind of tired of, I guess, being down in Florida. I was at Magic Kingdom for a family thing, and just coming back home today, it just literally everything irked me, because we had to go shopping, and I felt like I was literally back in Disney, and it just was kind of like just crowded all over the place. And that's one of the things, like, I hate this time of year, and it's more of like I like to get it prepared ahead of time, and not have to park 4 miles out and then have to wait in line and just people running all over the place for you. So that's why I consider like this the end of the year, because after this, it kind of goes quietly and fast into the next year. So, but this year we've done pretty good this year. We've had a lot of stuff. The funny thing is the snow's melted finally here, so we are back out doing cleanups. So we will be doing cleanups the rest of the year. So it's like kind of like getting into the spring already, getting our spring rush done, but we still got a lot of fall cleanups to get because we got literally blasted out with snow. So
I don't have any answer.
You don't have an answer?
No.
Josh, you got an answer? The best thing to put in your Christmas cookie? He's thinking.
Dough. I don't know.
I'm not going to comment on that.
That's what I thought. I knew you weren't going to comment on it because you'd have all kinds of stuff you'd say to put in there. I could just see that now.
Wait. Is it put in a cookie or put on a cookie?
Put into a cookie. See,
What's the best thing to put in your Christmas cookie?
I think Brightstone's getting a little dark here.
It could be. Brightstone, I don't know. I don't know if we should be doing dirty jokes on here, Brightstone. That's all I got to say.
It's a family podcast.
I think it's more like what, like an ingredient?
No, it's not an ingredient.
Well, you don't put nothing. Fucking Christmas cookies don't have fucking filling in them. They're like you can't stop eating them, and like sugar cookies.
Not like you put mustard on a sandwich.
Fuck you got.
Yeah, why would you put mustard on a Christmas cookie
with
though?
your cookies.
I want to know who's really putting mustard on a Christmas cookie. There you go. That's what I want to know. So if anybody's listening and they're putting weird stuff on your Christmas cookie, let me know.
It's gonna be like something like frosting or something like that.
No,
it's into your Christmas cookie.
Yeah, Stan is putting frosting.
How can you put anything into a cookie?
It's gonna make you really.
Wait, what kind of cookie are we talking about?
A Christmas cookie. Yeah,
like an edible cookie or?
Yeah, it's an edible cookie.
No, an inflatable one.
Or like Limp Biscuit cookie or nookie.
That's nookie.
Not one of those. I don't think so. I don't know. Brightstone's probably laughing his head off right there, but I don't think it is that. But
it's like putting chocolate on a starfish.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you want to.
Josh knows that one.
Yes, I think we both do.
All right, what's the answer on this one?
Okay, the answer is your teeth. You put your teeth into the Christmas cookie because you're eating
That's a good one.
See, that's not a joke. That's a riddle.
It's a riddle, but it's more of just jokes, Like
it's
it made you really think about it though, because you're like thinking. Both of you guys are thinking all over the place.
Huh.
I mean, really, a Christmas cookie to me is like a frosted sugar cookie, really, that you can eat. So, I mean, if somebody's putting different things on it besides frosting, I mean, like I said, I'd like to know. I mean, that's kind of different, I mean,
what if you don't have any
people had Christmas cookies, they have chocolate chip cookies, they leave out. So, I mean, if you got something else out there, that's different,
Yeah, what if you don't have any teeth?
Yeah, well, I guess if you don't have teeth, then you're baby birdie in it into somebody else's mouth or something. I don't know. You're putting it in a blender, blending it up. Maybe you're blending it up, putting it in a cup on the counter. So I mean, maybe instead of carrots, you're putting baby food out there. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's some different things out there. So
thank you, Brightstone.
Yeah, thank you, Brightstone. It was a little pretty funny there on that one. So going into 2026. Josh, do you think, and JC, do you think that the economy is going to rebound and there's going to be a flux where tons of people are going to want to buy lots of services?
I think they've already pushed the rate down quite a bit, and they're going for another point. I don't know. I think you're gonna have a bump at some point next year, and then you're gonna have a scare. It's gonna do what it always does, and then it's gonna tank in 2027. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna affect who it's gonna affect, and who it affects is the working middle class people, right? But again, you always have the demographic depending on where you operate, where like you have those people that it doesn't affect. The people that are in like the $1.5 million homes plus. they're not worried about getting hit with, taxes going up, payroll taxes going up, or the cost of groceries going up. It's the person in like the single family home with a couple kids, a single guy, that property taxes are going up or groceries go up, they get hit with it. So I think it all depends on what you service. I think obviously if you're not servicing in like those prime areas, then you might feel the hit. But again, you find your purpose, find something that sells that people can't do.
Right.
Drainage is always that go-to. I'm telling you, get into drainage, running fucking down underground fucking ADS or Schedule 40. To fucking dry well.
I think next year is probably going to be the best year because not to get too political, but it's a midterm election.
You
Okay.
think they're gonna force it through, make it look good?
I mean, I think every
Okay.
single
Yeah.
every single person in office does that.
Yeah, and that's you know what, you're right in that because you got to look at history. You know what I mean? What does it show? And that's what I mean. It's going to do what it always does. Where I think you take a small tank and then halfway through the year you're gonna see things fucking boom up.
Mm.
So people will spend it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could go up. I think I just feel like sometimes, I mean, we've already kind of gone to that point where people already kind of pushed and kind of held off on stuff. I think that this year is going to be the year that the people are going to want to spend it, and they're going to want to say, let's get that stuff done. Nothing's really changed. Stuff already kind of went up. Let's push and get that, new patio. Get, like maybe drainage might be the thing, like you said, pushing into drainage, pushing into some other services. We'll get you out there to where your customers will be like, hey, you do that. I'll go ahead and have you do that, because that might be something that, they're not thinking about. When you push them for drainage, they're going to be like, oh, okay, well, I probably should do that, or, oh, I see you need your fence redone. Let me do your fence, or let me put a new deck in for you. Your sidewalk needs to be repaired. I think that's where people are going to want to put the money into and starting to repair stuff and putting that off to the side instead of not worried about it till last minute. So
You know what? Yeah, go ahead. You know what I think is like booming now for like smaller businesses, and it's crazy to think of the concept of it, but like poop scooping, like for dog yards, like that's been. I see signs for that all the time.
Yeah, I think that's what Josh is going to start doing next. I mean, he's already got 2 dogs that he's already doing for it. Why not, Josh?
No, that's one thing I will never do. I wouldn't ask my guys to do that. I wouldn't do that myself. I'm good.
You just hire some kid and they'll do it for you.
Nah, not my thing. I'm all set. Because someone will call and complain about their poop being smeared or something, and I'm gonna say, go fuck yourself, you nasty motherfucker. Pick up your own fucking dog shit, you lazy piece of shit. Fuck you. Like,
okay, I mean, I think it's a good concept, and there's a lot more people getting into it. I just, to me, I don't think I could stand the smell all day. That's the main thing. I couldn't stand the smell all day.
Here's my thing. I judge you if you're the type of person that allows dog shit to accumulate in your yard that someone has to come pick it up for you. Like, I judge you. Like, that's like borderline animal abuse. Like, if you got a big yard, that's one thing. But it's usually people in like houses like mine, like quarter-acre lots, where it's like, so you pick up the fucking bag and pick it up. That's fucking nasty. Like, you walk up to your house and you just smell fucking feces. I judge you. Yeah. I judge you.
See, my dog is 17. Well, it's going to be turning 17. And I have a fairly big yard. So, like, he doesn't really go far because he can't. So he goes, like, in a certain area. What I do, like, when the spring comes around, I take my PB 8010 and I blow shit up, like, into the woods.
Dude, I judge you. I pick it up. See, my thing is, like, you have a small dog. Like, see, even my smaller dog is bigger than your small dog. My bigger dog takes bigger shits than me. So, like, I can't leave those, dude. Like, they're like the size of my hat sometimes. If I leave those alone, those are like bombs going off, dude. Like,
dude, what a marketing like campaign that would be for Echo. Like, hey, this is so powerful that it could blow Josh's dog poop across
yeah, right. Yeah, I'll have you come over and blow it because I'm not doing that shit, dude. I'll vomit. Right?
Oh,
exactly.
It'll go all over the place. What I mean, what about a pro paddle? Wouldn't a pro paddle do the same thing?
Yeah, no,
nah, dude, that's disgusting. You just get fucking ricocheted in your fucking face, dude. That's gross, dude. Dude, I have fired customers like on cleanups because they have so much like, oh, dude, it's fucking nasty. And I
Yeah.
get it. If you have an area where like you just have your dog go, and then yeah, like you clean it up because it's cold as shit. You're not gonna chase it.
Right.
Like you live in more of like a rural area, Jensen, where like you can let them fly. Like I can't let my dogs do that. I live in the city, and they'll fucking take off. The first loud truck that goes by, they'll be running down the street. So I
Right.
gotta pick it up. But yeah, no, dude, like no, no.
That's the worst though, man. Stepping in like big ass pile of dog shit.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I bought house sneakers one day, right? And I was furious. This is months ago. And I like wearing sneakers in the house, but I don't wear my outdoor shoes inside my house. And so I bought these and I accidentally wore them outside. And I was like, motherfucker. I was like, I ended up going out and I was like, I wore my fucking house shoes out. So I go, that's all right. That's all right. I was like, I'll just bleach them when I come home. I'll take bleach wipes, soak them up real good. I have the Dawn spray them up. And boom, they're done. Get rid of them. Go fucking figure. I'm taking the dog for a walk. I fucking go skiing in a pile of fucking dog shit, dude. Like, motherfucker, fuck. I'm that guy. I'm sitting there, you stupid, nasty fucking people. And it was probably me that didn't pick my dog shit up in the fucking down on the
Right.
boulevard.
Right. It was probably you. It was your dog.
Listen, I have my moments when I'm rushing and it's cold and I'm like, it's dark. No one's gonna see. I'll let it fly.
Okay. So let's go back to this whole situation. I agree with Jensen. Okay. So during the winter, you go out there every time during the winter and pick it up. What if it's snowing? You know exactly where it's at?
Me?
No, Josh. I mean, do you go out there and pick it up when it's say
Yeah,
like
so I don't have a fenced in yard. I live on a main street in the city, so
Okay.
my dogs are on like no more than like a 6-foot leash. So yeah,
okay, so
I
you're
follow.
that guy that walks around with a bag full of the poop bags, and you're just
Yeah.
right behind. You already hurry up and stick the bag out right as soon as he starts to poop and picks it up, right?
If it's in my yard, if I'm walking on the street, I take
Oh,
the
if it's
bag
on
out.
the
I don't
if it's
ne-
on the
I
street,
don't
you just leave it.
necessarily
Okay,
pick it up. I take the bag out from down the street and I make noise. And
okay.
then keep walking.
You
Just
just
fucking see you later. Yeah.
You crinkle the bag and just
crinkle
keep
it up.
walking.
Yeah, it's like you do the.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Fuck no.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. If it's on the street side, it's just like what else? It's over there. It's not mine. Yep, I get it.
But yeah, no, I don't like it because I'll walk around the yard and then like you said, there's nothing worse than like slap. And you always step in dog shit in like the worst time too. It's
Right.
not like you're just like in the yard and you're like, oh, wipe it off. It's like you got something good on, or you're fucking running somewhere and then all of a sudden you slide in it.
Right.
Josh,
And
I had a
so-
question for you
Yeah.
because I've had to do it a few times. Have you ever had to wipe your dog's ass?
I did it the other day. Dude, my bulldog had diarrhea. And like fucking projectile diarrhea.
Oh my
And
god.
I was like, and I could see it there, and I'm like, fuck, dude, my older one, Jinx, the black one, I've had to pull stuff out. Like it's so dangling there, and that's the
I'd vomit, man.
So I've never had dogs before I had my dogs. So like me dealing with dog shit, like trying to even like pick it up was like, it's like on the street doing one of those, dude. It was so bad. So now to the point where like, yeah, I'm taking a wipe and like wiping its ass. I'm like, what the hell?
Landscaping to the point where we talk
Yep.
about anything, man.
We talk about anything, guys. Guy on Phil works on Instagram says pulling grass strings out of a dog's butt. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I tell you, it's yeah. Have you ever weed whipped and it splash up on your face?
Yep, I did that
my
fucking
gosh,
earlier
that
this
just
year.
sucks.
Earlier this year, I did it, and we were doing a fucking shopping plaza, and I didn't want to do it. I don't know why I took the contract, and I was filling in for a guy that was sick, and it was like the first cut of the year, and I was pissed that people were like, again, me running my mouth talking shit, you dirty fucking people, put fucking trash everywhere, you scumbag pieces of shit, and of course, what do I get? And it's not just like a small one; it's like a big deuce, and dude, when I tell you, like, it went
everywhere. Yeah.
it was like I threw everything out that I had. Like I probably overdid it, dude. But I'm sitting there. I got like fucking the hand sanitizer. I'm like fucking. I look like like I'm seducing someone. No shit in a Walmart parking lot, right? Fucking spraying it on myself, rubbing it in, like freaking
Yeah.
out, dumping a gallon of water on my head, losing my shit. You stupid motherfuckers, nasty fucking people. Fucking, I bet you that was fucking human shit, you fucking white trash piece
Oh,
of shit. Oh, dude, it's funny that way. I was like, yo, let's go, wrap
Yep.
it up. We're done.
Yep.
They're like, what?
Yep.
I'm like, I'm done. It was like, I'm
Yeah.
leaving. Fuck you.
Did
I
you throw
was
the weed
pissed.
whip out afterwards?
I threw the weed whip. I was fucking pissed. I threw the weed whip. Dude, that's one thing that pisses me. Like, that's the one time I allow anybody to act like a bitch is when they weed whip or they get dookie thrown in their face
Yeah.
because there's no need for it. It's fucking
Right.
gross.
It is gross, dude. I mean, we try to avoid it as much as possible, but I know when we're weed whipping, if there's a spot right there and if there's a pile right where you're weed whipping, I tell my guys just scoop around it. Like don't even get near close to that where that whip's gonna hit it, because it's not worth it, If that pile can stay there, like customer will be like, why is the grass growing there? Well, you got to pick up that pile and then we'll take care of that area, but I'm not taking care of that right now. Oh, so going into 2026, Josh, besides going into dog dookie, which you're not going to do, what other new services would you provide or could you provide for customers next year?
therapy.
Yeah, see, I think you should.
I don't think I'd be a very good therapist. Stop being a bitch. Toughen up.
Keep working.
Yeah. I don't. Again, scaling back, we're kind of, gonna focus on a few key things. We're gonna go back to, our roots, which is hardscaping, and try to push a
Right.
little bit more of that. We weren't able to sell a lot of hardscape this year. And again, I think that was just, again, economy, housing market kind of shit right now. People can't refinance because they're locked into those low interest rates from 2020. So I think that'll start to come back around. We'll probably build a little bit of a residential presence in the maintenance just to try to build back up the hardscape on that side. My big pride and joy right now is going to be trying to build the material yard. And when I say material yard, I'm light materials, so like loam, mulch, some aggregate, shit like that. That we'll sell to wholesale and retail, predominantly retail. And we're gonna start that where we're at right now, and then I am gonna start looking for property in the city I'm in right now to try to do something with the material yard out here too. 1 second.
Yeah. I think he should just put it in his backyard. I mean, if he runs right in his backyard, I mean, he said he's right on a big corner, right? JC, he should just put it all right in his yard. I mean, he could sell right out of his yard.
That'd be really tough because he'd block all the intersections that are on the street.
Well, I mean, you get business, right?
So this is a fun fact for a lot of the viewers that don't really know this. So Josh lived further away, closer to Boston, and before I ever met him, I used to run literally run for exercise purposes. I'd run around his house, and then he bought that house.
Right.
Weirdly enough, one day I was running, and he was there, and he saw me, and he kind of ran up next to me. He was like, "Hey, JC, what's up?" That was the first time I ever met him. It was kind of weird because I was next to his house. I'll talk about the first time I ever met you in person.
Oh yeah, he was stalking me.
Yeah.
He was talking to you.
Dude, I've been running around that house even before I ever knew who you were. That's crazy.
We said, I don't know if you heard us, Josh, but we said you should just put it right there in your front yard, in your side yard.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think my neighbors love that. I'm in an intersection, dude. They hate me. It's funny because even my wife said the same thing. She goes, "We'll just put some pavement in the backyard and bring the trucks and stuff there." I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? No way." No, I have some ideas. It might not be directly within my city, but within the city limits. But we'll see. I'm gonna start.
You got a lot of area, man. There's a lot of places around here, Leicester. There's Spencer. There's
I'd like to stay in the city, just to kind of.
You're gonna pay more though.
I know,
Right.
and I'm gonna charge more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind
Uh,
of, that's just what it is, you know. I mean, guys do it, you know. I wanted to take the one we were doing in Andover and do it in Boston, but there's virtually no property right now, you know. And you know,
Yeah.
they're going up 13% on residential property tax rates, and then talking about pushing some of it over to commercial. So that scared me out completely.
I can't think of any places in the city where there are any scrap yards like that, like yards like that.
Millbury Street over that way, like down on the opposite side of Walmart way,
Yeah,
opposite side of
146.
146 there. But yeah, so I think the where was I leaving that? The material yard would definitely be you know, kind of what we're going forward with, and then uh sticking with the commercial maintenance but building up better accounts to what we had. We're probably dumping 20-ish, 25% of what we have on the commercial side for next year. We're not gonna renew the contracts.
Do you plan on using or incorporating AI in your business for next year?
I use some AI for like scheduling and some planning stuff, but as far as like marketing and stuff, nah, I don't think so.
why do you think AI is not good for marketing?
Because I don't know shit about marketing, so I can't really say it is or it isn't. But I would more or less kind of go with conventional methods of what we want to do.
No,
you know?
I meant more like landscape design. Like you take a picture of the area which you want to do a hardscape project on, and then you have AI create like a design.
Yeah, why
So
not?
I've never used it in that. I have the Landscape Pro software that we use, which essentially is the same thing. You take a picture and you can put in whatever plant you want. But I guess yeah, you can incorporate that. I hadn't thought of it like that, no. But
So we have a guy on Instagram, Rob Pearson. He says we're in Boston. He's from Southie originally.
Rob Pearson's from South Boston.
Southie, yeah, he's Southie. He said.
Yeah, so
You're
the
Northie.
north. No, there's no northy. So we're not. I'm not in Boston. My yard's out of Andover, and I'm Metro Central
Oh,
Mass.
you're Metro
We
Trans.
service in Boston. We do South Boston. We do Dot. We do Brighton. Um, but no, so we're what 15, 25 minutes north on the Andover Wilmington line.
So you're gonna be in the more metro area.
I wanted to go in the city, but I couldn't find anything for property over there. The rents are I mean, this guy that's talking will know the rents are ridiculous, even in some of the shittier parts. And we looked in some of the shittier parts along like Algoson Square, and just anything that's commercial over there right now is getting eaten up by development. So it's gonna have to be like, it's even hard to say like Metro West. Like you're really gonna be Central Mass, or you got to be North. But even North, like, you know, where we are, is it's becoming expensive to have anything. You know.
Jeez. What are you talking? Like $3,000 a month, pretty much rent, or even more?
Oh man, that's
Three-
nothing.
Oh, so in if you're going in Boston, you're talking like 6 to 8 for yard space,
Wow.
maybe a bay. Where I am, like $3,000 just for yard space. If you want garage, it's probably like another 3 or 4 for like
Wow.
1,000 square feet. And
Jeez.
then, you know, coming central, kind of the same thing, to be honest with you, dude. Like out in Central Mass, like, you know, if you're in the Wesley area, you're like, I think the cheapest I found for yard space that would accommodate was like $3,000 without any building space. So
Okay.
that's the tough part, is having something that you can have building space and the yard space to accommodate landscape material, winter material, equipment storage, and so on.
Could
Hey, you know
you
where there's
go ahead?
you know where for Josh, you know where there's space is off of James Street.
I don't know where that is.
So
It's before Tom.
it's going up past Webster Square, going into Cherry Valley. And still in Worcester though. It's on the
Oh,
left.
so I thought about that. I know a guy. I've seen a company that's over that way, kind of right before the fire station in Cherry Valley there. And that's probably the way I'll end up going, is maybe down that street. There was that Route 9.
Yeah. Route 12 or Route 9. Yeah, yeah.
Route 12, something like that. But yeah, like trying to get like you look in like South Boston where this guy said he was from.
Yeah, he says Brighton is
Brighton.
ridiculous price.
Brighton's
he
where I
says-
grew up. So I grew up in Brighton, and I wouldn't even. So Brighton, Southie parts of Dorchester, I wouldn't like the cheapest parts you would be able to find in Boston would probably be sections of Hyde Park, Eggleston Square, Roxbury, and maybe parts of Mattapan. And it's not even affordable. It's crazy.
Jeez.
Like you can't. Like, you're talking like postage stamped. Like you have to squeeze everything in there. It's tight. So
Jeez.
if you're in there, you're grandfathered in. Usually the guys that are in there now have been there for decades.
Right.
You know, that they own the property, you know, grandparents and parents brought it in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and it stayed in the families and they were smart about it. But now, no, forget it.
He said there's a bunch of gangs over that way probably too.
Eggleston, yeah, not so much in the outskirts anymore. It's more
Okay.
yuppies and Starbucks now than anything.
Jeez.
So, but in
They're
those
all-
areas, so like, but you know, the areas that he's talking about, there's more crackheads over there than anything.
Yeah.
That'll go after. There's a
Well,
lot.
you'll
There's
have
a lot.
that. I mean, you'll have that. I mean, you could hire those guys if you really need to.
I know.
They're good. They're good security. I mean, they're good security, right?
Until you steal all your shit.
Yeah. So on these smaller places, you said yards places that you looked at and that have no, buildings. Can you put in like one of those job site trailers and stuff in there or it'd be kind of too tight for all that?
It's tight. You lose a lot of space. So like, even now, like the way with like a lot of the towns and cities in Massachusetts, like you think you get away with, all right, I'll rent the yard space or I'll buy it. Right? It's really hard to buy anything here. You know, not everybody's holding on to everything for development, and they want like literally firstborn and 2 ELMs. But now what they're doing is, you think you can for like $14,000, you can buy one of the steel frame buildings that you could throw up, but you can't once you put a slab, it's a building, so you have to use asphalt on it, and it's almost not worth it. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So, I gotta do a lot of homework this winter on what else is available. I've visited a bunch of places over the summer, but nothing really caught my eye.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's going to take a while. Brandon the Booker writes on something about JC. I think it's pretty funny. He says, JC, you wear your hoodie like a 40-year-old divorced dad trying to look cool to his son.
What up, Brandon?
Brandon, thank you for that. Thank you, buddy.
He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude.
He's got divorced dad rock on his Spotify.
Brandon, I think Brandon's still up in Alaska, I believe. He was originally from Florida, and he's doing real estate. I think he's still doing real estate up in
I think he is.
Florida to Alaska. Jesus.
Yeah.
What is he, 40-year-old divorced dad? Fucking.
Well, I mean, hey, maybe I have the look, but I'm not feeling the freaking burden of that.
yeah. You don't have the paycheck that you're paying.
I have no child support and alimony I got to pay out.
That's right. Yeah. Oh man. So you wanted to do this, and you said you're just looking and trying to find the right spot.
Well, we're gonna. So should we just move locations in north of Boston, Merrimack Valley location over the summer? We're gonna run out of there for now. We've been doing it, the past couple of years, just light stuff with mulch.
Right.
But we'll run it out of the location we're at right now. But the idea is to try to move it a little bit closer to where I live and kind of have two locations, one that feeds, essentially, Lowell to Boston, and then, the central Mass area where I live,
Okay.
and surrounding towns. So that's kind of what I'm going after.
Okay. That'd be good. I mean,
because where we are right now, we're right on 93, and we could be to Boston in 15 minutes, or we could be to New Hampshire in 15 minutes. So
okay.
we kind of hit. We're in a decent area, but it's filling up quick over there.
Okay.
Ideally, I'd like to buy something, but it's not feasible right now.
Right.
Just with the cost of everything. I need a market crash. I need an economy. I'm like kind of rooting, like, come on, economy crash.
Right.
Give me an opportunity to buy some good commercial property.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be outrageous to buy a commercial property where you're at. I know properties around us, commercial wise, are running, 200,000 on up to $1 million, but probably for you're probably like close to $1 million, probably.
Close.
Yeah.
200,000. I don't know what you could buy. I don't even.
I mean, out
buy a
here,
condo
200,000, you
for-
can get 2 acres pretty much, right
You
where
can't
I'm
even
at.
buy a condo for 200,000 in Massachusetts.
Jeez.
You might be able to buy some land in like the Berkshires, like around the fucking in the woods or something, maybe undeveloped and obviously like wetlands and shit. That's about it. But you can't buy nothing for that out here.
Jeez. That's outrageous, dude. That's
Put
all
it this way: where I was there was a nursery, and it was grandfathered in from years ago, so it can't be touched. It can't be developed. If it is developed, something to do with horticulture still has to be on the property and running full time. And they wanted $800,000 for that property, and you can't
Wow.
develop it fully.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go. Get into some horticultural, grow some plants. There you go.
Nah, I'm good with that shit.
You just hire a couple guys and let them go at it, and
Buy some crackheads and let them grow
Yeah.
some plants.
let them grow some plants. You never know what they're
Have
growing.
them
out
buy some crack cocaine plants.
there. Yeah.
Some cocoa plants.
Big
I don't think
crazy.
that grows in Massachusetts.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Wow. So then you're gonna start out small. You already got stuff there. You're gonna push into putting out more stuff. Are you gonna sell stone and stuff at your yard?
Like Aggie, loose Aggie, so probably
Okay.
like compactable, like 3/4 inch stone, drainage stone. Maybe like some wash stone or pea stone and stuff. Light stuff that sells and moves. I'm not gonna go overboard. I thought about bringing pavers in and some other stuff, but bit by bit. So we'll start with 3 or 4 different types of mulch, loam and compost. The goal would be to get into have contractors come in and drop off like their grass and their leaves and make our own compost, and then also try to get guys to drop off fill. I want to buy a screener, and screen our own fill,
There we
and
go.
make our own loam and stuff. Cut costs there and push it out, and then kind of just see where it goes from there, and then obviously grow off what the demand is. I'm not going to go in and put all these different aggregates in, and different types of soils and shit like that. Firewood up there. Some guys push it. I think that would sell more in my area where I live. I think I could sell more firewood.
Right.
So we might bring that down in the winter. And again, a lot of my big contracts that I do have for snow, that expire this year, we may not get back. I don't know if you've heard it, but like this year especially is, we say it every year, but this is an excessive lowball year for snow. So I have a feeling that we're not going to get the majority of what we had back. So I might bring some contracts or bring some equipment down here and work around here next winter.
Okay.
So I'll need a place to store it. So that's how we'll kind of run off. Maybe get into some firewood and some snow plowing down here.
Okay. You gonna get back into residential snow plowing?
No,
No. Okay.
and not against it. I love to do it. I don't have the people for it. And if I could have a dedicated crew for that and some office people, yeah, there definitely is the numbers in it. We don't get that much snow over here. Like last year, I think my guys that do residential on 2-inch triggers maybe went out 4 times last year. Again, commercial, it's not all fucking fun and fun. It's it's a lot of work. It's
Right.
obviously a little bit more competitive with the funds. You have to be smarter. It's not just what you get to charge, but how you play with the money in the back end.
Right.
But it's going to be tough moving forward with that. It's been years of guys lowballing, and this is another bad year of guys lowballing, just trying to get shit in and not working. Can you be quiet?
Right. Right. I think that I see that a lot of places. We've seen a lot of. We just bid on a bigger place, and there's a lot of guys that low ball in it trying to get that job. So I can see that happen, and it happens all over the place. I mean, there's always that one guy or a couple guys that want the job, and so they'll do whatever they can do it for just to get the job. And I think that sometimes comes back and bites them in the ass in the long run. I don't know what you think, JC, on that, because I mean I've seen it, and I've seen it hurt you in the long run if you lowball crap out of a certain job. So
Usually a common thing that people that just jump into the business, end up doing, or even a seasoned veteran that ventures into a different type of service, not knowing too much about it. And that's why educating yourself on it, reaching out to somebody who is in the business, whether it's on someone on social media or somebody that that does it, just to get an idea of how to go about doing it. But yeah, I mean, it happens to everybody when they first start off and start doing something that they've never done before, and they're hungry for work, so they'll take the low ball offers.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You see that a lot, Josh? That like veterans going into new services, lowball and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I do, but it's guys that don't necessarily look at. Are we talking snow or just in general?
Everything, any services. I mean, I see like JC was saying. I think what he was saying is like there's a lot of like veterans that'll decide like, hey, I'm going to start a new service, and they don't know much about it, so they'll lowball the crap out of it just to get the service, and then it bites them in the ass in the long run. Really, I mean, because they
everybody
they do that
in the ass
year.
because when you reset that market rate, it takes years to get it back into place.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're training people that like, hey, that's the price. Well, I gotta, it's $100. No, it's 40. The guy came here and told me 40, and 5 guys here that 9 times and said, okay, I'll do 60. So now it's like you went from $100 to 40 to 60. When it should be up to 150 over the next 3 years. So
Right.
it hurts it. Then I'm going to speak solely on snow, just because it happens a lot in snow, and I think it's because you have guys like asphalt guys, concrete guys, plumbers, electricians that don't necessarily need the snow money, but they need to keep their guys busy, maybe make some payments on equipment, and they're just selling it to make it. They don't look at it as a business opportunity. Like, you have fucking massive snow companies that put hundreds of millions of dollars into these companies and build them, and then you have guys that are just like, listen, I got to pay my shit off, so I'm going to go in. And that's how you do have these nationals that'll get away with getting like Walmarts for $20,000.
Okay.
That's fucking absurd. You know, but there's always someone that's going to take them, and there's guys that don't need the money. But again, this is like, people have said it time and time again. I think if business owners just talked a little bit more, and you do have these guys that are in other trades that don't need it, and realize, hey, you can charge 20, but if rate on the fucking property is $100,000, underbid by 5%, 10%, not fucking 70%. Because now that kills everything. Because now you have maybe management companies that are dealing with 14 acres that are going, hey, we had someone that took that for fucking $50,000, and then they go take over another spot and go, hey, this should be $50,000, not 150, not 200. It's insane.
Right. Yeah, I see a lot of that. I see a lot of guys arguing and having issues with that, and I think that comes back around. So do you feel that us as other lawn care owners should be talking to other lawn care owners around our area to kind of help educate them and know exactly where the proper prices are?
Yes. And I think guys,
I feel guys don't want to tell people what they should be at.
But this is the fucking. There's a lot of hush hush in this industry. I remember coming into this industry, people were like, "Oh, I'm not going to tell you." I'm like, "I'm not asking you to tell me. I'm just asking you if I'm in the ballpark." And I'll gladly tell anybody around my areas where I'm at and what I charge. But this is, again, I've said it time and time again, and people don't like hearing it. But this is where you do need organization, like labor organization, and like the landscape trades. And there is, they come from the labor halls, the union halls, local labor union. In order to get the labor rates in. Because it's like, yeah, if you got a guy that's paying guys $18 an hour and this guy's trying to pay $35 an hour, you're going to be all over the place for pricing. But it's like, if everybody was kind of on an even keel of where things are, I think you would open up business owners' eyes to be like, okay, I got to pay this guy $30 an hour. Like, listen, I'm going to be straightforward with you. Like, part of the reason of me scaling back was to realize, like, workers' rights and the way things are going and the cost of living, like those $18 to $23 an hour positions, like they're barely entry level in labor. Like, guys need to be at $25, $30 an hour to walk in the door and to keep them motivated and have some sort of bonus incentives. And I know not everybody's going to agree with me, but it's like, dude, I remember fucking in 2008, making $20 an hour was good money. You know what I mean? It was fair. You know, now it's like
Right.
guys are still trying to pay that. You know, I want to be able to have guys that are skilled laborers walk in the door and say, hey, you know, your minimum pay is $35 an hour. You know,
Right.
on top of some bennies and shit. Not fucking, hey, you know, come in here for fucking 22 and I'll give you fucking cash on your overtime, blah, 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 you know? So
Right.
I want to be able to, I'm going to pick and choose what I want to do. I own the fucking company. So I'm
Right.
going to do it that way, you know?
Right. I mean, I
But
think
you
you're
can't
doing
do
it.
that. You can't do that if you're whoring yourself out. And I'm
No.
being legit. Like, I
No.
know a lot of guys, like, I'm literally, you know, one thing that pisses me off is like, there was a rail earlier, and it was a girl. It was some. I'll give you a short story of it. The girl was talking like a ghost about, oh, you know, I work 50 hours a week, blah blah blah. And in the comments, people were like, oh, I remember my first part-time job. It's like, why do you brag about that? Like,
Right.
I get it. Like, I'm a man. I work 50, 60 hours a week. I hate the fact that I gotta say, and that's why we have so many thousandaires in the working class, is because people go, oh, I make 150 grand. Yeah, but you work fucking 500 hours a month.
Right.
like what the fuck? What is it worth to you if you break it down and average it down? Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
But this is where it comes down. Like I know it's all dependent on where you live, but if you live in the Northeast, you should not be cutting a fucking lawn for cheaper than 80 fucking dollars. Like, your setup, your insurance, your equipment, your help, like, how you cannot stay afloat doing that. And if you are, yeah, you're working fucking 70 hours a week, dumb
Right.
motherfucker.
Right.
Damn, some heart in that.
Dude, because it's pissing me the fuck. Like, dude, it like, dude, it royally drives me nuts. And like, I'm not trying to go political, but it's on both ends of that fucking, like, that realm, dude, where it's like fucking people, like, people are like, I'm watching the rails about Amazon in California is starting to unionize, and I'm happy for them, right? Amazon makes a shit ton of money, and they take advantage of a lot of their employees. And people are like, "Well, here comes fucking AI, and they're gonna take these jobs, you crybabies." It's like, why are you mad about people that are in your working class demographic bettering themselves and being able to work 40, 50 hours a week and take their breaks and be able to fucking stand on a Saturday to go to their kids' ball games? But no, we want to fucking belittle each other rather than going, hey, you know what? Go fucking make some money.
Right.
You're a lazy piece of shit. You shouldn't have a job. That's just what it is. You lose your job. But same thing in the landscaping world. Like, you want to keep guys going. Like, this work sucks. This work, we work in the worst
Yeah.
elements. We work in all the bullshit, the snow, the heat. You get stung, you get rashes, you get hit with dog shit, you cut your fingers on saws, you drop pavers on you. You know, you break equipment, you got to yell with, you're dealing with testosterone, fucking groups of like 5 to 10 men in fucking 90-degree weather. It's harsh elements, right? So get paid for it, you know?
Right.
You beat up. And the same thing with the business owner. You deal with a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. You know, you got to deal with the crybaby tough guys that work for you, the fucking vendors that want to bitch and moan about their shit, price, COVID, fucking tariffs, and all that crap. Fucking get paid for your fucking time, you know?
Yeah. Good stuff.
As
Good
you can
stuff.
tell, I told you, I've been kind of burnt out, so all that shit's coming out. I'm
It's
on a
coming out.
fucking-
It's definitely coming
I'm
At the end
on
of the
I'm
year,
on a
man, let
riff
it
with
all
it.
out. Start
Yeah.
fresh January 1st, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's crazy, but no, I do think that there should be more talk amongst business owners of what things cost, or at least get in the ballpark. Hey, like per acre, this is what we charge to plow, put salt, put like, and again, I know guys go, well, I might not get the money. It's like, if you're within like 5% of each other, it's not necessarily about the money. It's about like who can sell the best service and product now. So now that's where your reputation comes in, because now snow. Dude, people do not check references in snow. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
Now it's all about best price. Best
Right.
fucking price. People don't give a fuck if you show up or not. They'll just go to the next cheapest person. But if
Right.
you get those bids within like 5, even 10% of each other, now people are gonna start calling around. Hey, you know, like Lawn Squad Nation, Lawn Squad Lawn Mowing versus, you know, Acme versus Kirby, and like, you know, can you tell me why you used them? Can you tell me why you fired them? How are they? Blah blah blah. They're gonna start calling. I'm telling you right now, people do not. I can't tell you the last time I was asked for a reference bidding on snow,
Right. Yeah. I
or they've
don't.
called, and I put it on there, or they've called.
Right.
But it's all about the cheapest price, and that tells you something.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I think snow is that way. I feel people are always looking for the cheapest price when it comes to snow removal. They don't want to pay a lot. and there's a lot.
For everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, and I think that's where there's a lot of younger generations coming in that are low bidding everything because they don't know and they don't want to ask.
The younger generations, dude. This 50 and 60-year-old guys that are coming here with
Well,
bullshit.
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's tons of older guys coming in too. I mean, I'm just saying, there's a
The
lot of
younger generations will make the mistakes and correct them,
right.
right? But it's up to us, as we are the older generation, to teach these guys. You know,
Right.
otherwise we can't sit here and cry and bitch about it, and you can't be tight-lipped and go the whole I worked my fucking ass off to get this far. Unfortunately, that's why you think labor trades and the unions succeed.
Right.
They're not battling each other out for fucking $50,000 differences. They're all within tens of thousands of dollars of each other's, but then they're working with what are the kickbacks here? What are the benefits of working with you? What's the warranty? That's why that shit works. There's a plan. There's accountability behind it. You know.
Right.
But like you're coming in and saying, "Oh, it's $100 to mow this lawn because we want to make it look good. We want to blow off the landscape beds. We're going to blow off the rocks," and then the other guy's coming in going, "It's $35."
Right.
Same thing with the tree guys,
Right.
right? Running a fucking tree company's expensive, dude. The tools they need, the insurance they need. I'd be furious if I'm spending fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars annually to run my company, and a guy comes in to cut a few trees down. It should be fucking 10 grand, and he's bidding out $1,000.
It's a big difference, and that's where it hurts us. I think it hurts us all. You know, like you said, it puts us back into trying to backpedal a little bit on the prices, trying to get, you know, back to where it should be. It hurts us that have been in there for a long time that know our prices and know where we should be at, you know.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot because people will bitch and moan. Commercial after owner salary. This is on. I feel like this is on a medium, big, or even small scale. After owner salary, right? After you pay yourself for the winter, we're talking on snow removal. You pay all your bills. You pay all your guys. Nothing's left over. 2 to 5% should be on your profit. That's what should be on your profit. Residential side for snowing should be a lot more. You could be hitting around 20, 30%. I think that's fair.
Right.
And that's when I say after owner salary, that means when you go out, you're paying yourself hourly or that salary to go out and you're making that money. That's what's left over. You're going to have less money on the commercial side, but 2 to 5% on hundreds of thousands isn't bad after you've paid yourself. You paid your equipment, maybe bought a few things within your budgets. It works. And honestly, it's kind of the same thing on the landscape side too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's just knowing how to make that money work for you.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think
but it's not 2% before you pay yourself.
No.
Because what's left over after that?
Right. Nothing. You do that way. Yeah. I think there's a lot there. And I think you have to, like you said, you have to help others out and teach everybody else the same thing. And you got to be able to be, there's so many guys out there that don't want to tell you the exact prices. They're just like, oh, well, you know, this is what, you know, but yeah, you got to be able to talk to other companies and say, hey, this is what I'm charging.
Yeah. And I don't mean hold someone's hand and give them all the information.
Right.
Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Somebody might not explain, hey, listen, it's a numbers game. You're selling your time. You know, it's what does it cost to run your business? And I've always told guys, like, you're working out of your mom's house, pretend you had rent there. You had to pay rent for $1,500 a month. You know, what does it cost you for what you have? Boom, and then you grow from there.
Right.
You know, a kid run a business out of his mom's house isn't doing fucking Amazon fucking parking lots. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like those aren't the low ballers. You know.
Right. Well, you never know. There could be a couple out there that doing that.
Oh, listen, there's some ambitious motherfuckers that will do that, you know. But
you never know, you know. JC was there, you know. He was doing it out of his mom's house and still going over and doing all them people for less than what he had to, you know. He was even using her mower, so I mean that's normal, you know. Then he got yours for free, so he really made bank on it, you know. So I mean,
you gotta start somewhere, man.
Yeah, you know. You know, you just use somebody else's equipment, and like I did at first, and you know, you don't have to pay them, and then you still make real good bank, you know, until the guy decides to sell his company. So I mean, that's one way you could do it, you know. So yeah, there's a lot out there, guys. So, but like I think we've all talked before, is just knowing your numbers in general. helps you out and helps grow the right way too. So, I mean, if you don't know your numbers, I mean, there's a lot there. And we've talked about it before, what you do need to figure it all out. And there's a lot in there, you know, that you got to figure it out to get to that point. But you know what, go out there and ask somebody else out there and, you know, find out what you can do to kind of, you know, get to where you're supposed to be at. And hopefully they'll kind of tell you what, you know, what their kind of prices are, and hopefully keep that all the way across the board for everybody. And I think that's what we need to be at, is to be able to go straight across the board at the same price range. Because I think that's one thing that's definitely hurting us in this economy. I think altogether, all of us in the green industry, I mean, we're all struggling because of that, because there's Joe Blow that's got a truck and you know, he's got a mower that he, you know, 20-inch that he's mowing stuff. But, you know, we're out there with, you know, $20,000 worth of equipment on a trailer, if not more. And we're trying to make it happen, you know, for a better price that we're supposed to be at. So Josh is over there messing around. He's trying to check his internet. That's what he's trying to do. Checking in his internet connection before we go, right?
Notice that I haven't buffered once.
I know. What did you move? Because you got that new internet. That's why.
No, I'm on my phone.
You're on your phone? See, it's your computer. I'm telling you.
Home internet, yeah.
Yeah, it's your home internet. I told you before, you need to just tear the house down and rebuild.
I can't do that. I only charge $30 a lawn.
Yeah, $50 a lawn. You can do it. You just take all the money, forget paying your employees, and just build your house. Okay.
Yeah, steal the money. Get into money laundering.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go. It's faster that way, right? Oh, well, I think we've had a great talk, guys. I don't know about you. Is there anything else you guys want to add before we go? I mean, it's been a longer one today, but I don't care.
Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year.
Yep. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year. If we're not back, JC will probably be eating tortas by then. So,
Yep. Fact.
Wait. Wait, aren't tortas like big Spanish girls? I think that's what it is, Scott. I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
He loves tortas. So what am I supposed to say?
It has many meanings.
It has many meanings. Everything has many meanings. Okay. That's what I learned today. Okay.
All right. So
the
Jensen's gonna go eat some tortas. Like,
The good thing it's not tortos.
Yeah.
the tour bros.
Oh, well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year if we're not back, but hopefully we'll be back. And thanks to our sponsors, Cujo Yardware. Thank you, guys. And Pro Parts Direct. Thanks, everybody. It says Merry Christmas to everybody. And Awesome Candle. Thank you, guys.